Right now, you think you're in control. You're awake, you're watching YouTube, you're chilling. But tonight, when your head hits that pillow, your brain is going to completely paralyze your physical body, lock you inside your own skull, and force you to hallucinate vividly for up to 2 hours. And the craziest part? You're going to believe every single second of it is real. No cap. By the time you reach 80 years old, you will have spent roughly 6 entire years of your life in a state of complete, unhinged hallucination. 6 years. That's not a joke, that's just basic biology. You've probably run from monsters, shown up to school with no clothes on, or had absolute win-riz with your celebrity crush. But what is actually happening up there? Are dreams just random garbage your brain throws out? Or are you tapping into a biological matrix that literally keeps you from going insane? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the absolute most wild, mind-bending, and honestly terrifying things that happen inside your head when you close your eyes. We're talking sleep paralysis demons, the science of lucid dreaming, where you literally become a god in your own mind, and the true, scientific reason why your brain forces you to dream. If you think you know what sleep is, you are entirely delulu. It's time to wake up.
Hey, welcome back to MindSpark, a place where curiosity comes alive. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered what would happen if things suddenly changed? Instantly? Stick with me, because the answer is way more shocking than you think.
What is good, everybody? Welcome back to MindSpark, the only channel on the internet that's going to make you question your entire reality before your morning coffee. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, because we drop brain-melting science every single week, and you do not want to miss it. So let's talk about sleep. For the longest time, humans thought sleep was just the brain hitting the off switch. Like your battery is low, so you just plug yourself into a mattress for 8 hours, reboot, and you're good to go. But neuroscientists have hooked people up to fMRI machines and EEG monitors, and bro, the data is absolutely wild. When you drop into the deepest phase of sleep, your brain doesn't power down. It actually lights up like a Christmas tree. In some regions, your brain is burning more energy and firing more neurons than when you are wide awake solving a math test. Your brain is in there working a full-time night shift, cooking up entire cinematic universes with zero budget. And the physics, the logic, completely out the window. We're about to break down the exact timeline of a dream, from the moment you drift off to the moment you wake up sweating because you thought you missed a final exam for a class you didn't even take. Let's get into the chapters. All right, let's set the scene. You get into bed, you put your phone down finally, and you drift off. You don't just instantly start dreaming. You have to descend through the levels of sleep like you're dropping into the rings of Dante's Inferno. First, you hit NREM non-rapid eye movement sleep. Stages 1, 2, and 3. This is the boring stuff. Your heart rate drops, your breathing slows down, and your body actually starts repairing tissue. It's valid, it's necessary, but it's not the main event. About 90 minutes after you fall asleep, the vibe completely shifts. You enter REM sleep rapid eye movement. This is where the magic and the absolute chaos happens. During REM, your brain activity completely spikes. If a scientist looked at your brain waves right now, they would think you were wide awake. Your breathing gets irregular, your heart rate jumps, and your eyes start darting around under your eyelids like you're watching a hyperspeed tennis match. But here is the craziest part. To stop you from physically acting out whatever wild movie your brain is rendering, your brain literally paralyzes you. It's a process called REM atonia. A structure in your brainstem called the pons sends a chemical signal straight down your spinal cord, basically telling your motor neurons, hey, shut it all down. Your arms, your legs, your core completely immobilized. You are a prisoner in your own meat suit. Why? Because if you're dreaming about fighting off a zombie apocalypse and you aren't paralyzed, you are going to literally dive out of your second-story window or absolutely deck your partner in the face. Your brain completely locks the doors so it can safely launch the simulation. The only muscles you can still control are your eye muscles and your diaphragm so you don't, stop breathing and get permanently cooked. But once the body is locked down, what happens in the brain? Let him cook. So, you're paralyzed, and the simulation boots up. Why do dreams feel so incredibly real while you're in them, but make absolutely zero sense when you wake up? Like, Why is it totally normal in a dream that your high school math teacher is a talking golden retriever and you're late for a flight to Mars? It all comes down to which parts of your brain are allowed into the VIP section during REM sleep and which parts get kicked out. First up, the prefrontal cortex. This is the part of your brain right behind your forehead. This is your logic center. It's the CEO. It's the part of you that understands time, physics, and social norms. It's the reason you have basic human aura. During REM sleep, the CEO clocks out. The prefrontal cortex completely goes offline. Logic is gone. Fact-checking is gone. This is why you accept the most unhinged scenarios as total reality. Your brain literally doesn't have the hardware turned on to say, "Wait a minute, I can't fly, and my grandma doesn't drive a monster truck." You just roll with it. Bet. While logic is asleep, the emotional and visual centers of your brain are throwing a massive frat party. Your amygdala, the almond-shaped cluster responsible for fear, anxiety, and intense emotion, is highly active, up to 30% more active than when you are awake. At the same time, your secondary visual cortex starts firing on all cylinders. Now, remember, your eyes are closed. It's pitch black, but your visual cortex is generating incredibly high-definition images, basically pulling assets from your memory bank, your hippocampus, and aggressively mashing them together. It's like your brain is using generative AI, but the prompt is just vibes and trauma. Your memory center pulls up the layout of your childhood home, your visual cortex renders it, your amygdala injects a feeling of intense panic. And because your logic center is completely offline, you are deeply convinced that you are being chased through your living room by a giant sentient geometry textbook. You aren't just watching a movie. Because your brain's sensory areas are active, you actually feel the wind when you fall. You hear the voices. Your brain is generating a 4D, fully immersive VR experience, natively rendered in real time. It's the most advanced technology in the universe, and you use it to dream about your teeth falling out. Wild. But what if the CEO wakes up early? What if your logic center suddenly boots up while you are still trapped inside the simulation? My friends, that is called lucid dreaming, and it is the single most mind-blowing biological cheat code humans possess. No cap, it's literally like finding the dev console in a video game and turning on God mode. A lucid dream is when you become consciously aware that you are dreaming while you are in the dream. Neurologically, this is fascinating. Remember how I said the prefrontal cortex shuts down during REM? In a lucid dream, a specific part of it, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, sparks back to life. Suddenly, the fog clears. You look around and realize, wait, I'm asleep in my bed. None of this is real. And the moment you realize that, you have infinite aura. You own the matrix. Because the dream is generated by your own expectations, once you are lucid, you can manipulate the physics engine. You want to fly? Just expect gravity to stop working and you take off. You want to summon a 5-star meal? You turn around expecting it to be on the table, and your visual cortex renders it instantly. It's the ultimate sandbox game. But the brain is a tricky developer. It doesn't like it when you hack the system. A lot of times, when people realize they are dreaming, they get too excited, their heart rate spikes, and they accidentally wake themselves up. Or worse, the dream characters, which are just fragments of your own subconscious, start acting weird, staring at you, because you're breaking the script. If you want to try this tonight, the best method is the reality check. Throughout the day, ask yourself, am I dreaming? And look at your hands or try to read a clock. In the waking world, your hands have 5 fingers and time makes sense. But in a dream, the brain sucks at rendering details. If you look at your hands in a dream, you might have 7 fingers melting into each other. If you read a clock, look away and look back, the time will completely change. Do reality checks enough in real life, and eventually you'll do one in a dream by habit, realize you're asleep, and boom, you're the main character. Now we have to talk about the dark side of the simulation. What happens when the system crashes? What happens when your mind wakes up but your body stays dead? Welcome to sleep paralysis. If you've experienced this, you already know it is pure, unadulterated nightmare fuel. You are absolutely cooked. Here's the science of why this happens. Remember rematonia? The chemical paralysis that keeps you from moving? Well, sometimes the timing mechanisms in your brain get out of sync. You wake up. Your eyes open. You are conscious and looking around your actual bedroom. but the chemical switch in your spinal cord hasn't flipped off yet. You try to move your arm, nothing. You try to scream, nothing. You are buried alive in your own body. That's not even the worst part. Because you are stuck in the transitional state between REM sleep and wakefulness, your brain is still actively dreaming. Your visual cortex and your hyperactive amygdala are still pumping out hallucinations. But now, instead of projecting them into a dream world, they are projecting them in augmented reality, straight into your actual bedroom. Your brain realizes you are paralyzed. It panics. The amygdala screams, "We are trapped. There must be a predator." So your brain, trying to make sense of the fear, hallucinates a predator. This is why across all of human history, across completely different cultures, people report seeing the exact same things during sleep paralysis. A shadow person standing in the corner, a demon sitting on their chest, or an intruder standing over the bed. It's not paranormal. It's your own brain's threat detection system misfiring and superimposing a nightmare onto reality. It is terrifying, but perfectly harmless. If it happens to you, the trick is to close your eyes, focus on wiggling just one toe or one finger to break the chemical lock, and let the paralysis wear off. Do not try to fight the shadow demon. He has infinite HP and you are lagging. So, we've covered the mechanics, the hacks, and the nightmares. But it brings up the biggest, most mind-bending question of all. Why do we dream at all? Evolutionarily speaking, lying paralyzed on the ground, completely unaware of your surroundings for hours, is an incredibly dangerous survival strategy. You're practically begging a saber-toothed tiger to make you a midnight snack. So the benefit of dreaming must be so massive that it outweighs the risk of literally being eaten. Why let the brain cook? Neuroscientists have a few major theories, and honestly, they are all insane. Theory number 1, memory consolidation. Throughout the day, your brain absorbs millions of data points. Most of it is useless garbage, a TikTok you saw, the color of a passing car. But some of it is vital learning a new skill, a conversation with your boss. During REM sleep, your brain replays the day, filters out the trash, and physically wires the important memories into your long-term storage. Dreams are just the bizarre byproduct of you watching the data transfer in real time. If you don't dream, you literally cannot learn. Theory number 2, overnight therapy. When you dream about something highly emotional, your brain processes that event but strictly without the stress chemical noradrenaline. It's basically stripping the painful emotion away from the memory so you can handle it better the next day. It's literal biological therapy. But my favorite theory? The threat simulation theory. This suggests that dreams are an evolutionary VR training camp. Your brain simulates getting chased, failing a test, or falling so that you can practice your fight or flight responses in a safe environment. It's running thousands of simulations so that if a real threat happens in the waking world, your nervous system is already prepped for it. You aren't just dreaming, you're literally training your survival instincts. So, let's recap. Tonight, you are going to fall asleep. Your brainstem is going to chemically paralyze your spine. Your logic center is going to shut off completely. Your emotional and visual centers are going to hijack your consciousness, aggressively stitch together your memories, and force you into a hyper-realistic VR simulation to file away your data and train you for survival. And you're going to wake up tomorrow, stretch, and think, wow, that dream about a giant pigeon eating my car was really weird. The human mind is absolutely unhinged, and the fact that we survive our own brains every single night is a massive win. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop down into the comments right now and tell me the most out-of-pocket, mind-blowing dream or sleep paralysis experience you have ever had. I'm going to be reading through them and pinning the absolute craziest one. If this video melted your brain even a little bit, do me a massive favor. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an episode of MindSpark. We are decoding the universe, one weird human trait at a time. Until next time, stay curious, stay awake, but honestly get some sleep tonight. You need the simulation. Peace.
If this video made you think even for a second, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. Subscribe to MindSpark for more mind-blowing ideas, and tell me in the comments what topic we should explore next. Until next time, keep your mind curious,